Kirby Dream Land has been re-released multiple times and remade twice as well. Is it any good? Or does its successors outshine it? Let's get right into the news. Released in April 1992 in Japan for the Game Boy, and released December 1992 to Europe and North America, Kirby's Dream Land was different from other platformers in that you didn't just jump on or over enemies. You ate them and spit them out at other enemies. It's a really simple spin that really changes the whole way you play, and it still manages to entice gamers today. The plot is very simple. Dreamland has all of its food stolen from the evil King Dedede to starve the people for ideological purposes. But he also steals the mystical twinkle stars, which means Kirby is tasked with finding them. What do these stars do? I don't know. The 4 main levels are nicely paced, but they're also very easy. The bosses, or Dedede's top officers, which you fight throughout the game, are also very easy to pass, even in their reprise at the end with the boss rush. This is definitely a game to introduce kids to the platforming genre. You can beat this game in half an hour easily. More hardcore gamers may want to try out a special cheat code that unlocks Extra Mode, which makes the game much more brutal and laborious. All you have to do is press up, select, and A at the title logo. It's no Dark Souls by any means, but I would say this is the Dark Souls of Kirby. The series' staple ability mimicking mechanic seen in later Kirby games is not present in this title because it wasn't introduced until Kirby's Adventure for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In this title, Kirby only relies on his ability to swallow his screaming victims and spit them back out at other innocent bystanders. There are, however, power-ups which allow Kirby to throw Molotov cocktails and gusts of wind at opponents. To be honest, just play the later games, they're like, way better. There are also other trademark power-ups, like the Maximum Tomato, which heals all your health, and there are soda cans and other foods scattered around Dreamland to heal you up when you're low on hit points. Don't drop to 0, or else you will lose a life. You don't want that. The graphics are very charming and simple, which lends to its replayability and timelessness. It has aged greatly for a 1992 game. Kirby's appearance has stayed the same all these years for a reason. He's always been simple, and that lends as well. The enemies are big enough to see, and the world is very vibrant for a black and white game. The palette is actually kind of bland. There's only various shades of gray. It's kind of ugly. Nobody can have a frown on their face when listening to the brilliantly cheery music that plays throughout this game. Any experienced Nintendo fan should know this song. Kirby's Dream Land remains one of the most defining titles for Nintendo, and is a testament to how simplicity is sometimes all you need. 20 years later, after the presidencies of both Bill Clinton and George Bush, the launch of the Hubble telescope, the fall of the Soviet Union, and the trial of O.J. Simpson, the game has shown a little age, and proves to be a tad easy, but that doesn't stop it from being a must-play for any experienced professional esports gamer, especially if you're a fan of Dark Souls. I rate this game 9 out of 10. There's too much water, and it's kinda bad.